are back, another anime first impressions, and why not? We're gonna do a review. It's about this thing here. Oh, God damn it! Come on, load. This thing here is Tsukimichi. If you don't know what this is Moonlight Fantasy. This was a banger, an absolute banger of an anime. Let's just close all these little stupid little things. But yeah, this anime, absolutely loved it. So, friend said we had a little discussion. So I was talking about slime, how I'm waiting for next season to come out, and I said we discussed also that time I was reincarnated. No, so what? I'm a spider. So yeah, we discussed something about a dragon and a spider, and this thing just popped out of nowhere. And my friend said, "Hey, have you checked this thing out called like Moonlit Fantasy Tsukimichi?" And I was like, "No, I haven't. What is this about?" Anyway, it's all about this kid here. This kid here is, where is he gone? He's not even in this show, is he? Where is he gone? It's all about this guy here. This guy here. Okay. So it's all about this guy here. This guy, he's Makoto. So what happens is, it's an isekai. As always, I am the isekai guy, and I was told about this isekai, and I absolutely love this thing. Seriously love this thing. It was great to a point where I don't normally do this. I started off watching this thing in dub. After the first episode, I carried on in sub, and I binged it. Within 24 hours, I watched season 1, and I can't wait for season 2. Seriously, great anime. Basically, it's all centered around this kid here. So Makoto, he's basically in the real world. So he finds himself literally sent to another world by a goddess, and the goddess says, "Well, your parents made a contract with me. They agreed upon, because your parents are from this other world, and they traveled to our world, and they had a child. And they said, well, when the child, at some point, the goddess will say, I want your child to come to mine." And basically, the funny thing is, she sees him and he says, "Oh, you're disgusting," and she makes him like a demi-human or some. He makes him hideous, and anyone who looks upon him, he'll just look hideous to everyone who looks upon him, basically. And she revokes his hero title as well, because he was given a hero title, so the goddess takes it away. And on top of that as well, she gives him the ability, so he can speak to every other creature in this world. So there's this creature here. She's a dragon, and she's a spider, and there's also dwarves, elves, and all that sort of stuff here as well, as you carry on and you watch this thing. And he's able to communicate with everyone else apart from humans. So if a human, he speaks to a human, they can't understand him. He's got like weird languages going on, basically something like that. And he wants to go back to the real world, and he wants to find a way. He wants to actually learn more about his parents. Who his parents were. His parents were grants, like mages who traveled to this other world. They were able to jump between this other world and this world. And that's basically, he wants to learn more about it. So his whole journey, finding out more about who he is, how he's come to this world, and why this goddess, what has she got in mind for him. And and during his journey he gains friends, companions, and I just loved the entire story. It was great. One thing I really didn't understand, the entire anime, so this is not just a first impression, this is the entire review, because I watched all 12 episodes and it was great. So you never actually get to see his hideous face. I'm assuming at some point, I was hoping there's going to be like a Lucifer moment where you get to see his face and they'll unveil his face, but you never get to see his face, which is a bit of a shame. But apart from that, the fight scenes were great. So his ability is, he's got all these abilities, being someone who's from this other world, and he's naturally just gifted. So when he gets from this world, he's much stronger, much faster than anyone else, because obviously he's endured some sort of like Super Saiyan, hyperbolic time chamber training, where basically, gravity on Earth's a lot more than the gravity here and everything. So he's actually a lot stronger and everything as well. And he's also got tons of mana, and he has to suppress it. So he suppresses it by wearing rings and armor that he basically gets dwarves and people to build for him. But yeah, apart from that, he meets his journey. His journey basically, he meets all these different characters in the world. So he meets Emma here as well. She's like a pig thing. So at the start, builds a friendship with her that saves her, and kills this sort of werewolf creature. And then she befriends this girl and her people. Beats the dragon. Befriends the dragon. Dragon basically becomes a servant. Beats the spider thing, and the spider also becomes a servant, and then so on and so forth. So the most recent episode, he gets summoned into the battlefield where you've got the humans and you've got the demons having a war against each other, and the goddess summons him to the battlefield, and he finally gets to show off his powers where he has to fight basically like the demon slayer or something as well. So yeah, it was a great fight, enjoyed that. And God, man, you know what, there's some figurines. I want to go out, I want to, you know what, this deserves to have a figurine, but you know, great, deserves it. But yeah, really enjoyed this anime. I won't speak too much about it as well. If you go out there, if you want a good isekai, oof, this was on par with Mushoku Tensei. It was so good. Definitely recommend. You know, just having it. Yeah, watch the first episode. The first episode will convince you just to carry on. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Can't wait for season 2. Is there going to be a season 2? Season 2. When's the season 2? Season 2. Because you know what, they've left on a cliffhanger, so he's gonna, you know, find out. You know, there's definitely. Oh, there is official trailer. So I cannot wait for season 2. Stuff confirmed. Officially reading for second season. Yep. Thank you. So yeah, second season. We'll be watching this thing. Love this anime, and this has been Ace. As always, like, subscribe, and go watch this thing. It's so good. Ace out.